Hey guys, just finished watching Legend of Tomorrow, Season 3, Episode 5, Return of the Mack. This episode was pretty interesting, with the whole return of Damien Dark and things like that, setting up the whole, eventually to John Constantine coming onto the show. That's kind of pretty cool, like the whole magic aspect of this show, so that when John Constantine comes on, it's not just going to be a filler episode where, oh, there's magic, here he is, and there's just like this magic theme throughout this whole season so far, in bringing in. So that when John Constantine comes up, it's going to be worthwhile and stuff like that. It's really going to be needed and stuff. So I think it's going to be fun to see that. And if I'm not mistaken, they did announce that his episode would be around episode 10. So that could be interesting, like for mid-season final or just return from the mid-season type thing. Because I think maybe episode 9 or 10 might be our end for like a first half ending before Christmas, and then we come back next year and stuff. So then this episode was pretty interesting, dealing with the whole like vampire, but then not being vampire, and dealing with Martin Stein's ancestor and stuff, and Jax and Ray trying to separate Firestorm, and they separate him, but they put him back together and stuff, and trying to deal with that to do that together. It was quite interesting dealing with that. And hopefully, because it sounds like they're setting it up like Jax says, to make it so that just at the end of this, just Jax will be Firestorm, maybe by the end of the season, so that Martin Stein can go and stay in with his family and all that stuff. But I really don't want to see just Jax as Firestorm. I want to see Ronnie Raymond and Jax as Firestorm. So I'd love to see if they could get, Robbie and Mel to come back. Maybe a version of Ronnie Raymond from a different universe, one that, that had never really met Caitlin Snow or anything like that. So he wouldn't have the love interest with Caitlin. So, it wouldn't be her Caitlin Snow, her Ronnie Raymond, so that whenever they meet up during the crossovers, it would be weird, but it wouldn't, he wouldn't feel anything, but she would feel stuff because it's still Ronnie Raymond. I think that would be an interesting idea to see that, and that way you get Ronnie Raymond on the Legends and have a Firestorm throughout the whole time. I think that could be cool, playing with that. So we'll wait and see how it goes, but it seems like they're going with just going to eventually just have just Jax as Firestorm, so we'll see how that goes from there. So it is pretty interesting to see the different things, with it's weird that Rip, he makes this whole new Time Bureau team, but he doesn't put in a fail-safe to making him the ruler of the whole thing. He's whatever he says goes to everything. He didn't put that in place, but I guess that would have been too easy way to solve things for his problems and stuff. But it will be interesting to see him continuing on with Damien Dark and stuff, now that he's locked up in the Time Bureau and stuff, and the Legends are going after Damien Dark, and we're going to get Constantine back in an episode, so that'll be all fun to see where that goes. It was going to be interesting to see where things go with all that, and see how much we get of Damien Dark and stuff. Hopefully he's different this time. I mean, he doesn't have Malcolm Merlin or Reverse Flash or Thawne or anything like that, so it could be cool to see where he continues on with this Malice character, and see where that continues on, and how much we get there. So it's really going to be fun to see in these few episodes how things build up to, because it feels interesting that if we're going to have, Constantine coming on in episode 10, let's say, we're only 5 episodes away, the things are so built up already by episode 5 that by the time we get to there and keep on building out with more and more magic, Constantine, sounds like Constantine, we're going to need Constantine more than just one episode. It sounds like we're going to need him for the rest of the season, so fingers crossed that's what we get, is we get him for the rest of the season, or a few episodes throughout the whole thing. That could be really cool, setting him up for being a season regular for season 4. That could be really awesome for that. But we'll have to wait and see where things go with this. I think it's going to be really fun to see how things turn around with all this stuff, and how now that the Legends are allowed to do their own thing. And it looks like next week's episode is going to be quite fun, maybe with like a Freaky Friday situation. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we have 2 more episodes, and then we get the crossover. So that'll be fun for that, setting all that up. And it's going to be fun to see where things go with this. So let me know what you think, guys, about this episode in the comments below. What's your favorite part? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
I'm Captain America, here to talk to you about one of the most valuable traits a soldier or student can have.
Subscribing.
Sometimes subscribing is the key to victory. Sometimes it leads to very little, and it seems like it's not worth it. And you wonder why you waited so long for something so disappointing. How many more of these?
You're still here.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Peace.
It's over.